Around my house, t-shirts are not really just for wearing. You cut them up and you upcycle them. So I have today this really cool project using water bottles and t-shirts. It is so cool. Making flowers, making the belt buckle. The belt buckle is made out of the water bottle, and the flowers are made out of the t-shirt, along with the belt that I braided is made out of the t-shirt. So let's make the belt buckle first. You need a water bottle that's fairly smooth, and you're going to just take a template and just place it down, and you want a circle for this particular buckle. And that's what I have here. So then you're going to cut it out. And we're going to put some fabric on it. Now you could use it like this if you wanted, where it's just the clear, but I thought it would be kind of cool to have a fabric just in case my flowers didn't completely cover. Next I put some of the peel and stick sheet tape on here, and I have the same size circle, so I'm going to cut that out. And remember that the peel and stick sheets are washable, so you could actually wash this belt. Okay, when you go to take it off, if you take your fingers and just really push it, and then you can separate it like so. And when you have a big piece, I always find it's easier if you put half of it on first. And then pull it off and get the other half on. Now I pre-punched right here to put my backing on my buckle. So I'm going to punch in through here for the fabric because I want to attach the other part of the buckle. So here's the other part of the buckle, and here, this is the way I thought about this, is if I made a belt buckle, how was I going to make sure that the water bottle was going to hold it through a lot of wearing? So what I came up with was to take another strip, paper punch it, and I'm going to put it together with a eyelet. So since we have our front covered, we're going to put the eyelet through like so. So it's going through the front of the buckle, the round part, and then this little strip. And I have this eyelet setter. Just push it down. And usually what I do, it's going to be noisy for a second, I usually, after I get like that, I hit it like that. We're going to put another one in. And these are actually just eyelets from the scrapbooking department. And again, we're going to put it through that hole and through the other hole. Like so. Set the eyelet. And there's the basic part of the buckle that we're going to actually put the flowers on. Now I cut these flowers out of the Sizzix, so they're just the die cut ones. So you just start gluing them on, and you want to get as many as you can on it. I think it looks better if you get more on, and then just kind of bunch them up, glue them on, bunch them up, glue them on. I think the more you can get on, the cooler it looks. And remember too, you can do this in any color the t-shirts come in, you can upcycle. See how the more you get in, then it starts to fluff them up a little bit. Okay, now, to do the belt part of it, you're going to need 4 strips off the bottom of a t-shirt. And you're going to cut like so. Now this one is probably about 1.5 inches, if you make them, the wider you make them, the bigger the belt's going to be. This is what I used on the white strips on here. You can see how the white's a little bit bigger, and then the black I used a little bit smaller. So the way that you cut them, the size that you cut them determines on the size of your belt. But what you do once you cut them is you just stretch it out. And you're going to need 4 of these. Now, I did a braid that was 4-strand braid, and I found the instructions online. So just put in like your Google or your search for a 4-strand braid, and that's how I did this. And I really found that I only needed to look at a couple steps. I must have done this like years ago as a kid, because once I just saw the 4 first steps, I was able to just keep on braiding it. So I just glued the ends together, and then that little thing that we just made, this is going to go underneath it, and then it's going to go back over and glue. And then this, when you glue this part, that's going to go underneath, and that's going to be what's going to hold your belt as the strap down. So let's take a look at the belt that we made. Here's your strap going down, and so this is where it makes it adjustable, and this is where all the little flowers are on the belt buckle. I'm Heidi Borchers, and I think it's cool to be eco and it's cool to craft.